Outstanding food writer Nigella Lawson has given us many things,
which I've warmed in the microwave.
but probably her most famous recipe is for ham in Coca-Cola. I cook a gammon every single Christmas, and I've published a few of them on here. But to my shame, I've never cooked her gammon in Coca-Cola, needing just 3 ingredients: ham or gammon joint, Coca-Cola, and an onion. So I'm going to try it. But the eagle-eyed amongst you will notice that I've got 3 pans on the go here. So what's going on? Well, I thought if Coca-Cola can do it, then what does Dr. Pepper bring to it? What about cider? Let's cook all 3 identical joints of gammon in these different liquids and see what it gives us. The sugary sweetness is going to counteract with the saltiness in the ham that have been smoked and cured, so they're very, very strong tasting. Meanwhile, it's going to reduce down to caramel goodness. Equally, the citric acids in the drinks are also going to start to tenderise and penetrate the meat and start to break them down. I can't wait to see what all 3 liquids do to these joints of gammon. The gammon is a hind leg portion of the pork and appears to be a naming convention we only really use in the UK. I don't know why, but you want a raw but cured ham. I'm just going to cover it with 2 litres of cola and then cook it for about an hour and a half, 2 hours until it's completely tender. And then repeat with the others, covering with Dr. Pepper, covering with cider, leaving for roughly the same time. My general guide is once you stick a fork or knife in and it won't pick up the meat anymore, it's done inside. Not very scientific, but it always works for me. I'm adding a halved onion to each one. So the gammons have had an hour 40 minutes, something like that. Then I've turned the heat off and just left them there in the pot to relax in their own juices. So let's go and get them and check them out. So immediate differences off the back, steaming away there. It looks worse on camera than it is. The Coca-Cola one, very dark like mahogany. The Dr. Pepper, slightly more reddish in tone. And the cider, sort of light brown again. I should say that Nigella suggests coating them in sugar and mustard and baking them in the oven for another 10 minutes to get a glaze on them. This is a really great idea and I thoroughly recommend it. I'm not going to do it in this case because I really want to taste exactly what the ham tastes like with the liquid. The question is, I guess, what difference has it made to the taste of all 3 of these? Let's carve up and have a taste. I'm also not going to try the bark piece because the bark piece is going to be absolutely concentrated on that flavour. You can see from the colour. I'm going to cut a slice, sort of the second one in, and see how that comes out. These are 3 pieces of meat from the same supermarket. I would hope they came from the same supplier. So there shouldn't be anything in the meat. So as a reminder, we've got Coke, we've got Dr. Pepper, we've got cider. The Coke is really tasty. The Dr. Pepper's not really doing much for me. But the cider, that's the winner for me. That sweet apple flavour has really permeated and perfumed the meat. And it's super, super tasty. Well, Nigella is a genius. You should go and find her on social media if you don't already follow her. She's always posting interesting things and cracking recipes from her huge archive. I'd thoroughly recommend it. And I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. And I will catch you next time.